Hey guys, hope you're having an awesome day. Today I'm going to be filming a current favorites video. I have not filmed one of these videos for quite some time, so wanted to catch you guys up on current favorites. I do already have foundation on, and that is because I'm doing a first impressions on the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. So this video is probably already out, so you can check that out if you're interested in my thoughts. So moving on to my first favorite, it is this Lush Sugar Plum Fairy Lip Scrub. And honestly, like, I don't really care about the flavor or the color of this. This one is actually brand new, but just Lush scrubs in general are the best lip scrubs ever. I have tried probably 3 or 4 other kinds, including like MAC, a couple other drugstore brands as well. And I always repurchase the Lush. So this is, like I said, Sugar Plum Fairy. Kind of smells like cherry, grape, just like sugar. It is very, very gritty and effective, and that's the kind that I like. I find so often like lip scrubs are like, it's like just like a lot of like slimy filler and it doesn't really exfoliate your lips. This stuff really works, so absolutely a favorite of mine. Also, I'm pretty sure this stuff is edible. Then lick off the excess. Okay, good. I won't die. Okay, a product that I've already used today, so I can't quite show it to you in action, but if you want to watch my Charlotte Tilbury foundation review, I did use this massive Real Technique sponge to apply it to half of my face, and I have been loving this sponge. It is so big. I swear it's like squishier and softer than the smaller like orange Real Technique sponge, and it applies my foundation so quickly. I'm literally like boop, 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 done. At first I thought I was really only gonna like it for like, sometimes I do like a little setting spray on a sponge and then just like quickly dab it all over my face, but I actually just love this for foundation, and I even use the pointier side for my concealer. Oh, I guess I can use it in action because my next favorite is this Estee Lauder Double Wear Radiant Concealer. I think it's the best concealer I've ever used. It is so undetectable. It looks absolutely gorgeous, natural, long-lasting, very minimal to no creasing. I wouldn't say that it is the most full coverage concealer, and to be honest, like, I never really like super full coverage concealers anyway because I just prefer a more natural look. Like, I really don't care if some blue darkness is coming through. Just looks so natural and bright and radiant, even though it is so long lasting. I really was thrown off by the name. I thought it was going to be like super moisturizing and maybe even like a little bit greasy, but it is not at all. On to my next favorite. I actually have 2 Benefit products to share with you guys. This is the Highbrow product, which is basically like a pencil highlighter. The color of it is pretty cool toned. It's got a little bit of a pinkness to it, and I would say if you are any fairer than me, you might have difficulties with this. I think this pencil probably works the very, very best for a light to medium skin tone, but it still works for me, especially right now where I have like a teeny tiny bit of color. And what I like to use it for is like outlining parts that I want to highlight without using actual highlighter, if that makes sense. So I really like to kind of go along my Cupid's bow and even just like outlining my whole lips. I just think that that looks really, really pretty and fresh. I love doing like that highlighter right there. And it's just so easy to do when it's in a pencil format like this. You can really get very, very precise. So I often will go around the corners of my eyes. And then, I mean, what it's really meant for is going underneath of the brow bone as well. So just such a nice formula. It's not too greasy. It's pretty long lasting, and it's brightening without being sparkly, which I find sometimes when I do like the Cupid's bow highlighter, it just looks so sparkly and like powdery. It just like brings out my mustache. And second Benefit product is actually the Precisely My Brow Pencil. This is a product that I have gone back and forth between really liking and using and then kind of forgetting about and using something I thought was better, but I'm very into this right now. For a long time, I was really into like larger kind of like triangle shaped brow products, and I'm kind of getting back into like the skinnier brow pencils lately. This shade is actually the 2.5 shade, and I feel like before they came out with the 0.5 shade extension, I really couldn't find a shade in this product that worked for me. The closest was number 3, and I felt like that was just like a little bit too warm. And then like the lighter shades were just like slightly too light. But this 2.5 is actually perfect. I don't know, there's something very special about the Benefit brow pencils where they are the perfect amount of pigment. And as always, I'm gonna finish off with my clear e.l.f. Brow gel, which will be my favorite until the end of time. Okay, I want to give a quick shout out to these brushes. They have absolutely become my favorite face brushes lately. This is part of the Real Techniques Rebel Edge collection. So this is Rebel Edge Medium, and this is Rebel Edge Broad or Large. I can't quite read it. I just love the angle for this. I most often use the smaller one for my blush, and then I'll use this larger one for like bronzer, kind of like carving out the jawline. They're just like so absolutely soft, and they just apply pigment just very, very evenly. And I'm going to be using the medium one today with one of my new favorite blushes. This is the e.l.f. Doesn't have a name on it, but it's like the e.l.f. blush infused with primer deal. And it's in the shade Always Rosy, which is just like the perfect natural fleshy pink. And what I love about this blush is that it's just like a very thin formula. It doesn't look powdery at all. I feel like because it has the primer in it, it's not cream by any means, but it just is like a very creamy type of powder. It doesn't have any kind of shimmer or glow to it. Like, it's pretty matte, but like I said, it's not powdery at all. Also want to mention another blush that I discovered recently. This is the Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Black Honey Pop. Like, just how absolutely gorgeous is that shade? It's just like this beautiful, beautiful rose. Has like a really lovely shine to it. For setting spray, I've really been liking two lately. This one I discovered, this is the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. This is great for making your foundation last longer. Wouldn't say it makes you like super glowy or makes your skin look more natural, but it is a really good long-lasting setting spray. And then I've been using my MAC Fix Plus like crazy lately. Like, I'm literally like completely out of it. I need to buy a new one. This was like the rose scented one, that's why it's pink. But I just don't know if anything can really replace MAC Fix Plus. It does make your skin look more natural, especially if you're wearing a lot of makeup. So these have been favorites lately. I'm not going to use either one today just because I am doing a foundation first impressions on this Charlotte Tilbury. So I just don't want anything to affect like the longevity or anything. And while I'm on the topic of sprays, this is the Moroccan Oil Dry Shampoo. Wow, this is so good. I'm definitely going to be purchasing the full size. This is obviously in the light tones because I do have blonde hair, but they do make a dark tones if you do have brunette hair, which is really nice because nobody likes that white cast. This is just so nice. It's very lightweight. It's not gritty. It's not sticky. And it doesn't feel like you have like a lot of buildup in your hair, which I find so many dry shampoos do that. Expensive, but I think it's really worth it. I don't have any new mascara favorites, so I'm just going to quickly apply my CoverGirl Clump Crusher mascara. Okay, and I also don't have any new favorite lip products. I feel like I just wear the same ones over and over again. Wet n Wild matte lipstick in Bare It All. That's just like the normal like twist lipstick. And my Josie Maran Lip Sting Balm in the shade Embrace It Honey. Like, those are just my absolute favorites. I've been wearing them for months and months and months. But I do have like kind of a new lip technique, I guess, that has just been my go-to lately. And basically what I do is I take a pretty dark lip liner. This is NYX Mahogany. And I just like to outline my lips in a very dark color and then smudge it out. I mean, I just think that there's something like very natural looking about this look. It almost just gives my lips some definition without, I don't know, without caking on a ton of lip products. And yeah, it just kind of looks like a darker version of my lips. But sometimes I will put like a little bit of blush on my lips, which I know sounds super weird. So this is actually a really nice one for it, the Clinique Black Honey Pop Blush. And I just like to put a little bit of, yeah, blush on there because it just like add some volume to the lips. Okay, and that concludes my recent favorites. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy favorite videos. I will be sure to do them more often. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I would love to have you over here, and I put out new videos every single week, except for like this month. I was a little bit slack, but that's because I got married. I had a good excuse. And you can follow me on Instagram as well. My handle is exactly the same as it is here on YouTube, just Some Girl Jazz. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.